Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Daniel Robertson. I come to you guys from Buffalo, New York. I am the program manager for our Boys and Men of Color initiative here at Say Yes Buffalo, and I'm super excited to talk to you guys today about time management. I need you guys to remember this. Time flies. Good news is, you're the pilot. Let's get into it. I know time management, you hear that phrase, you might see that phrase and think it's super boring, but I'm here to tell you it's not. It's one of those things that's essential for you to manage and navigate your day-to-day lives and everything that has to be incorporated into those things. It's one of my most favorite things to talk about in the whole wide world. My mentor, father figure, and friend and colleague will tell you that I'm probably one of the most anal people in the world, and my schedule means absolutely everything to me. So I got a couple questions for you guys today. All right, so check this out. Have you ever said I'll do it later? Better late than never. What is it that I'm supposed to do today? Do you wish you were more organized? Do you procrastinate? If you answer yes to any of those questions, I need you to lock in and really focus on what we're going to talk about today, because it'll be a game changer and it's going to help you throughout your day-to-day lives. All right, so time management. One of the most important things about time management is understanding where your time goes. I can't stress to you how important that is. If I didn't use a calendar or my electronic calendar that's on my phone, I'd be all over the place. So peep this out. There are a million things that we have to incorporate into our daily lives, right? We got friends, we got family, we got significant others, sororities and fraternities, different clubs and organizations. All of these things make up commitments, things that you're obligated to participate in, and things that you want to do. But then there are things that you have to make sure that you do, like school. And one of the things that I learned early on is that, one, you got to make sure you can pay for school so your butt can sit in the seat. And two, you got to make sure your time management stuff is on point. So going back to what I was saying earlier, understanding where your time goes is super, super important. So let's look at this like an equation. Most of you are probably going to spend 15 credit hours in class. That's basically 5 classes, right? Each one of those classes, 3 credit hours. Outside of that, there's time that you have to spend studying, writing reports, completing assignments. Now, let's break down this equation. You got 15 credit hours. Multiply that times 2. That gives you what? 30. All right, so 30 hours is the amount of time that you should spend outside of classroom dedicated to the work and getting the grades that you really want to get in that class. Then you have those 15 hours that you're actually spending in class. Put that together. Gives you 45. 45 hours that you should dedicate to your schooling. Like I said, completing assignments, writing papers, in class, taking notes, all of that great stuff that's going to make you a great student. Now, equate that to real life. That's like working a full-time job. So I'll reference this with, it's super, super important to understand where your time goes. And you can start to do that by just kind of creating a list of things that you wind up doing a day-to-day, week-to-week. And then you figure out where those things need to go. I want to give you guys some game that kind of helped me in regards to just staying on track. So think of this as your time management toolkit in a sense. All right, TMT. All right, so for me, first thing is this wonderful electronic device right here, my cell phone. All right. What I love about my cell phone is that it has an electronic calendar on it. That same electronic calendar is also on my MacBook, right? And those two things I use in unison. Like, it's crazy. They go everywhere with me and they keep me on point and on track. One of the things that I found that working with students is a lot of times they don't realize they have a calendar or a reminder app in their phone that they can use to kind of help them just navigate day to day. And it's one thing to have that cell phone, it's another thing to actually use it. And a lot of times we just don't use it till its full capability. We get on the phone, we'll text, we'll take phone calls, we'll get on social media, open some apps, but never do we really use the apps that can kind of help us in regards to just being better time managers. All right, so I encourage you to use to set reminders and use your electronic calendar that's in your phones. And in order to do that, you actually have to like type stuff in. So it's like, boom, like today I know I had a recording. I had to be here at a certain time. And I know that I gotta go pick my daughter up at a certain time. And then later on, I know I have to bartend. So all of those things go into my calendar to keep me on track and keep me moving from one thing to the other. All right. Next thing I want to talk about is to-do list or checklist. All of us have a million things that we wind up having to do throughout the day. I'm a visual person, and I understand that about myself, right? So I have to write stuff down, I have to see it, and it helps me to actually remember it. All right, so use those checklists. And the last thing I'm gonna talk about that really helped me was using like a dry erase board or Post-its. Because like I said in the previous point I just made, I'm a visual learner, right? Some of us are auditory learners, right? You can hear something and just boom. I'm a visual, I gotta see everything. All right, so I put stuff on dry erase boards. I use my sticky notes. Tommy will tell you, I think you had the chance to hear from Tommy today. I'll put my sticky notes all over the office. It probably drives him crazy, but that's just the kind of person I am. So, like I said, the 3 that really work for me: electronic calendar on my phone and on my MacBook, setting reminders, Post-its, and dry erase board. Use those things, and I guarantee you they'll help you be a better, more effective and efficient time manager. All right, guys, so we just talked about some time management strategies and techniques that you can use to be better time managers, right? So I was watching DJ Khaled the other day, major key alert, and I want to give y'all some drip game in regards to just being better time managers, right? So first one is understanding you know yourself. You know what works for you, what doesn't work for you. You know yourself better than anybody else, inside and out. Next one, find those time management techniques that work for you, apply them, use them day to day, every day, week to week, month to month, year to year. Next one, create a schedule, follow it to the T, dot your I's, cross your T's. Next one, balance your wants and your needs. We all have those things that we want to do. We all have those things that we need to do. School, getting good grades, making sure your butt can stay in those classes is something that you need to do. Hanging out with your friends, going to parties, going to see this person, that person. Yeah, the stuff that you want to do, but that stuff has to come after you do the things that you need to do. Don't procrastinate. All right, procrastination is one of the number one killers of college students all across America. Don't wait. Knock stuff out when you get it. If you know you got a 20-page paper, don't wait till the night before to write that paper. You get your syllabus in the beginning of the year for all your classes. You can take time, just look through, find out what's due, when it's due, and make a plan for how you're gonna go about attacking that. Say no to those people that wanna waste your time. All right, I have friends that will say, hey D, let's go here. Oh, let's go play ball. Let's go to the mall. Let's do this. Meanwhile, I have a kid I have to take care of, a bartender on the side, a full-time job, and some other commitments. So those things, they gotta wait until the things that I absolutely have to do get done. Those things have to wait, and those people have to wait, or they just won't see. And they gotta be respectful and understand that, because you have to understand, as a college student, you have goals and things that you want to accomplish, and those people oftentimes that want to waste your time, they're not going to where you're trying to go. Last couple things, ask for help when you're struggling. One of the things, especially here in Buffalo, that I've seen with students is that they'll get a class or a couple classes that's giving them a ton of issues, problems. It's that math class, you're struggling, and they wait until the end of the semester to go ask for help. Doesn't work. And they'll say to themselves, well, I'll do better in that class next semester if they got to repeat it. Why put yourself in a position where you got to repeat in the first place? If you're struggling throughout the semester, as soon as you know that you're struggling, go ask for help. Get a tutor, talk to your professor, so that you don't wind up wasting even more time trying to take that class next semester or dropping that class. Doesn't work. Last thing I'm gonna say in regards to these major keys that I'm giving you from Khaled is you also have to find time for you. Self-care is important. If you don't take care of you, it's gonna, impact you in regards to your studying, your classes. You got to make sure that you are your best you, so you're putting your best foot forward in regards to just being a great student. Guys, I just gave you a full list of things that you can do to be better time managers, right? In addition to that, we talked about the importance of understanding where your time goes and also understanding what works for you, right? It was super, super great to be with you guys today. If you need more information or just want to further this conversation around time management, my name is Daniel Robertson. You guys can hit me up on Facebook. My name is Daniel Robertson, or Instagram, Mr. D_Robertson2324, or you can find me here at Say Yes Buffalo. I'm the program manager for our Boys and Men of Color initiative, and I'm also repping Breaking Barriers, our youth leadership council today. And I have fun with y'all. I hope I see y'all soon. Peace.
For more Hotspots, visit us on unitehbcu.org.